Hi everybody, well this is the Black Panther Lego bust. You know why we're here, you've seen the thumbnail. We're going to attempt to stick a lighting kit in this at some point today. So the Black Panther bust, maligned by many, I kind of quite like it. I mean, I was never going to pay 300 quid or whatever it was, or whatever that translates to in your money where you are. But I think I got it for about 175 just before Christmas there. It was on some kind of daft offer at Lego at some point. So this is the first in a series of videos where we're going to be sticking light kits in. We're going to look at Lego sets. If you do like this kind of thing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Sorry, I've got to say that it's in YouTube's contract somewhere. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Get Black Panther over to the table. And let's get this light kit in it. Right, and before we actually get into the build then, let's have a look and see what we've actually got. So, came in the post. Literally hot off the press, LED lighting kit from Amazon. Thank you very much for sticking this sticker on it. It's really helpful. Just in case you didn't know, it does say this is a LED light kit only, so obviously you haven't got the big kit in here, as if you didn't need to know that already. Anyway, what do you get? You get nicely wrapped up. One second. User guide. Let's see what that's all about. It gives you instructions, and the instructions are basically use a QR code. Scan the QR code and it tells you how to get the stuff. Neither use nor ornament, so we'll get them out in a minute. And then we've got the bags. So the bags, we've got the LED lighting kit. As you would expect, this is that's the battery pack. So they all come with a battery pack as well, so you can plug them into the mains, a USB power brick or stick or something, or a battery pack as well. That's what that is. So you've got number 1, number 2, and number something. So we'll have a look at them in a minute as well. That's it empty. Right, I better go and get the QR codes out and go and have a look at the instructions. So I've got the instructions open up on the computer over there. You can't see them, it's out of shot. I'll flash them up on the screen here somewhere so you can see the kind of things that we're looking at. But the first thing it's doing is to tell us to test the actual the LED lights. So let's do that then. So I've opened them up. So we've got in here, in each of the bags, we've got what looks like 1 set, 2 sets of lights, and then we've got a splitter. So I've got one of these, which is just a battery pack with a USB at the end. So let's plug it in, and let's just plug one in, one, and then the second one, 2. So there you go, you can see all that works. Nicey. Right, let's go and get Mr. Black Panther down and start installing it all. Right, here we go, and it is a big ol' hector that we've got here, so let's lay this down. It's asked us to take the hands off the front, so the hands are off the front, so it's just like this. And then the first thing it wants us to do is to take the back off. So I've got to take the back off this, I think. Let's have a look. Is it the back? Which side is it? No, it's the shoulders. So let's take the shoulders off. First of all, let's take these off. Let's take the necklace off. And this bit. Necklace a bit taken off. Come back to that in a minute. And then we need to take the complete shoulders off. So I just knocked his eye off there. I'll fix that in a minute. It's basically a case of just taking it off. There's one. He's dusted. And then 2. So there's the shoulders. Now they normally make you do this so you can hide the wires. So that's that. Then it's wanting me to take these bits off, and it is all of it. So that and them 2 bits come off either side. And is it these? Looks like it. How do they come off? Oh, there we go. 1, and 2. 2. Do the same. Off. And the front panel. Off completely. I'll put this off camera. I'll put that there. Right. He's looking a bit worse than he did. I'll pull that off completely now. Oh, I need to fit that back on again in a minute. There you go. That looks a bit better. Yeah, you're okay, T'Challa. Right. So I also need to take off this whole bottom bit here. So there we go. It's just a plate that comes off. That's off. So that's all that bit done so far. Then it wants me to take his face off. So all this comes off. That's off. Then this comes off. Hey, almost feels like I'm taking it back to normal here. And this side plate comes off. And this. That bit comes off and that. And his eye. And his eye comes off. Does that come off completely? 23. And that comes off. There we go. 25, do the same on the other side as well. Pretty nude T'Challa there. Right, so we're going to start putting some stuff on now. So what I need is, it's asking me to get one of these. It's asking me to get his eyes. Let's do this here somewhere, like that. And also, it's asking me to, so let me get this right. Now it needs to be like that, and like that. And we need to take that off and that off. So they're like that. I'm just following the instructions here, so you know, it could go completely wrong. And it's asking me to take off that one and that one. So I've just taken the silver bit off the front of his eyes. I think what's going to happen with this is we're going to have a load of lights up here for this bit, then a load of lights for down this bottom bit, but let's see. Take that off, get rid of that tie wrap. And then that leaves us with some lights here on these bits of Lego. And then, oh, that fell off. Some lights here for this bit. This is where your wires start getting tangled up, so we'll keep them separate. Right, so it wants us to do these bits on here. These bits first, and these bits that are tangled up. The bit I just said. Don't want them tangled up, that's exactly what it's going to do. So you can see the same on both, which means they're both going to go on either eyes here. So let's get this one, because this is what it's telling us to do. The instructions are telling me to put it like that and like this. So then, let's get this right now. It's going to go like this. So I need this one, and it's going to go in there. And then this is going to go in there like that. The lights are there. 33, section number 33 is where I'm going to put these back on. So it's going to go on there like that. And on there like that. See, what you find with these is they're really clever. They use the original build techniques. And they give you these extra lights as well, that are Lego style. Obviously not Lego, because I can't do stuff like that. And it all fits together, so you often find they replace little sections of. So there's one of the old bits that's come off, and this bit is going to go. This bit's going to go on to replace it, just here. And then I need to do the same with the other one. So sometimes you need 2 hands to do this. So I've got this. That goes on there like that, and that goes on there like that, and then put it back to normal. That goes on there. That goes on there. 2 T'Challa's eyes with a wire in, 2 T'Challa's eyes with a wire in between it. So then it's asking us to put these back on. Right, these are always tricky, getting them back in the right place. So I do believe it's on these eyes here, and there's one going there and one going there, I'm just looking at the instructions here. Potentially, that's where they go. Back like that. Looks like they should do. So that's what we're sticking with. Then we need to take the wire, and it's telling us to route it round and down here, and then down to there. Just to route this wire out the way, basically, so it's out the way. Now what will happen is these will all get tucked underneath, out the way, something like that. And then when all the bits go back on, it'll hide all them wires. So hello, now there, editing Phil here, picking this up. This bit took me absolutely ages because it was all fiddly, all horrible. Took ages to do. I had them eyes in the wrong place, as you can probably see on the video now. So yeah, it was a bit of a pain in the bum. So we're going to pick it back up once I've got T'Challa, the front of it, pretty much put together. Much swearing later, back to live action Phil. Right, so we've got the first bit, the top bit all done. Obviously we've got this wire dangling down here with the rest of it. See what we need to do next. So, wires. One goes on here, clip into here. And the other clips into here. Little clips, these things, just under here, and that is used to hold the wires in. Put them over the top of the wire like that. Wire management isn't easy with these things sometimes, but this seems alright at the moment. Right, that's that one. That's that one. Right then. And then all this, push this through here. With the best finger dexterity that I've got, as well as keeping this into the shot, you plug it in here, hook it underneath, so it all comes under. Let's put that on as well. Then that sticks out the back underneath. Cool. Right then all that will go back on in a second, but bottom bit, hide all these wires, that goes on there. Now some of them are a bit tighter once you start putting these on, because you have to bear in mind that they're not built to have wires on them. So squidge it on in the best you can. That's on. Then this goes on. That goes on like that. In the middle would be good. There we go. And these, I believe, go on here. Right then, 61, we need to put his shoulders back on and everything, so that one should, again, messing with it, 1, 2, make sure that's squeezed back round, and then his necklace, stick his necklace on. you go to Charlie, all dressed again. I'll fasten him on in a minute. And then we're going to move this big guy out the way because the next bit involves his claws. So let's move this out the way. Cannot believe how fiddly that was. Right, anyway, on to the next bits. We need to get his paws for this bit. And we need to take off this front bit here. So let's get out of this. And just pulls off like that. Put his paws to one side. And then we're left with the Black Panther stuff. And we need to take off all this carry on here. So let's begin by taking off the Black Panther sign. Put that to one side. Take off all this. And this. So these wires need to come out like this. All this needs to come out. That can stay on. Can stay on now. Basically all needs to come to bits. Right, now let's take all these out. There we go. Right. Then we need this one. It's got extra bits on it, but we're just dealing with this at the moment. And it goes, it's going to go in there, starting with the end one. And it goes in there like that. One. It will go on. There you go, one. Get it with a sandwich like that. And then with one of these on top. What's that one? And we do exactly the same again. So I'm going to build this, then we'll come back. So once you've got them put together, we need to get this again, and it goes back 1, 2, 3, and one on there. Get a gap of 2 in the middle, and then that's going to go in there like that. Set that like that. Dust all over it. Start building it back over, and that hides the wires at the back there. This one, so it's going to go in there. It's slanted, but we can press that in. There we go. Then we've got Black Panther sign goes. Oh, all these go back on first. So that goes back on there. This goes back on there. Like that. With that goes on the top. Squashes everything down. Then that goes like that. So that side's back on now with this wire hanging on the back. Then I'm turning it round. So behind here, we need the other sides of these wires. And we've got this that's going to go on there. We've got these that sticky pads. Sticky pad 1. Which goes under here. Like that. And then sticky pad 2. Under there, and that. So we'll add the front, looking a bit like that, minus all the dust off me bit of wood. And underneath, behind, you've got all these lights and wires and sticks and stuff like that on there. This will obviously connect back onto this. There we go, with all these spare bits. And that is the hand section of it, all back together. Right. Should we get it all back together now? Right, I think that's it for this. So I'll see you when I can put it all back together. Well, what do I think? I mean, here we go. Here's the gratuitous end of construction shot. Yeah, it looks quite good, doesn't it? I mean, look at the purple. Purple looks really good. Very bright on the camera here. Behind the eyes as well. I mean, final thoughts. It was a pain to put back together because these head bits here, they're not built to be taken apart and put back together again. But saying all that, it looks rather good. I'll see if I can get some dark, moody shots of it. Then I'll put it on the display and I'll take a picture with it all on. So here's some without the lights on. I mean, the purple does really, really look good. And there he is, he's back where he belongs, back on his little plinth there. And we've got a little Black Panther there to keep him company. So there you go, guys. If you want to see more content like this, loads of Lego lights kits that I'm going to show you at some point down here. But yeah, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.